Hey, everybody. Today is day 21, and you know what they say? It takes 21 days to create a new habit. So I have a question for you. How many of you have watched every day for 21 days? Because what happens is your brain starts to change. Like it starts to be a habit that you always find the good, you always come out on top, you always reframe it, you're always thinking of solutions instead of problems. People that don't have these habits, they're always complaining, they're always draining, they're always worrying, they're always tearing down instead of building up. And the reason why, in their brain, the probability of things working out for good is never right. The probability for them is always very low that it's ever going to go their way. And I will tell you guys, this habit that I'm trying to get you in is that you will always think of solutions, not problems, and you will play this out in your mind that you win. You always win. All you do is win. Maybe not right now, maybe not in that moment, but you're going to come out on top and win. So let's talk about today's success habit. Today, I want you to play out the movie as if it's already happened. Sit down, close your eyes, and visualize. Where will you be 80 days from now? When we're on day 100, and we've been doing this for 100 days straight, will your life be different or will you be stuck in the same place? And if you're going to see yourself on day 100, I'm going to say if today is day 21 and it is the first day of August, we started this about July 9th, right? So August, September, October, we're going to be a little bit before the holidays. Where are you going to be in November? Well, what Dave and I have always done is a vision board where you literally sit down and you play out the movie. Where will I be? Anytime I didn't have a plan, I've always failed because a ship without a rudder goes nowhere. Nowhere. So if you want your life to be different in November, you've got to take action steps on these success habits and see your name in the light, see yourself winning. So Dave does a lot of visualizing. He wrote a book called The Thinking Cure. And one of the exercises, you literally sit down and you play out the movie. And I wanted Dave to share that with you today.
Well, you think about it, how many times do they say that we have this amazing thing up here called our brain, and that there's no computer in the whole world that's as good as your brain because you get to make these choices. And the problem is that what they say is most people don't use their brains. And my question to you is this: what if your mind was like a guided missile? And I read this in a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, and it was amazing. And what if you could dial, a guided missile, where you...
How many of you have actually heard of Psycho-Cybernetics? That's a good question.
Well, yeah, Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. He was a skin surgeon, plastic surgeon. And the reason he wrote the book is he did all this plastic surgery to people who didn't like the way they looked. He fixed them perfect, and then they came back, but they never saw themselves as different because they just never changed that philosophy of themselves. And the question, I guess, is if that was true. I mean, I used to watch Tom and Jerry as a kid, cartoon. One of them was where the guided missile would go around the cartoon and it'd go by the cat, Tom, and he'd change it to mouse. The rest of the cartoon, the guided missile's chasing the mouse. You have a guided missile built inside of you. The question is, are you using it? And most people aren't. There's not a computer, there's not anything on this planet that can attract you and make you think about the things you want more than you can. So you need to set your guided missile to the things you want and then keep it set there. The problem in today's day and age with social media, flipping through all the things, all the things that's on the outside world, they're affecting your guided missile. And the trick is to keep your guided missile tuned to where you want it. And after 21 days, look at your life and say, oh my gosh, I thought about this back then. Look at where I'm at now. And Barb and I have done that. We've got out white sheets of paper. We've made tablets of our wildest...
Poster boards.
Do that tonight. Get a white tablet, write down my wildest, craziest goals and dreams, and just start writing for the fun of it. And put it on a table or somewhere where you can see it every day. And just read through it in the morning when you're making your coffee or doing what you do. Just read through it and just let it go. And start to watch what happens in your life, the people you run into, the things you start... How many of you have thought of something or thought of a car, and on social media, all of a sudden you're like, are they thinking about it?
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Your life can be like that, but you've got to be the one to choose that. And that to me That to me is setting that guided missile, most important thing you can do. Probably one of the hardest things to do too. But once you do, you got this thing called freedom. You realize, oh wow, I guess I can choose what I want to do.
Yeah, and you'll see that what you want wants you. What you put on the dream board comes to you. What you put on the paper, it's just crazy. I mean, don't trust me on it. Try it for yourself. But
hey, it's only crazy till it happens.
That's right. It's only crazy till it happens. My favorite Pastor Todd always says that. But Dave and I have all of our old dream boards clear back to 1995. It's pretty spooky when you look at them because most everything on every board that was crazy has come to fruition. Only a couple haven't. I haven't been to Alaska, not because I couldn't, just hasn't happened. And Dave didn't become a world champion bull rider, not because he couldn't have, just because he found bigger dreams. But other than that, almost every single thing on the dream board. Oh, have 5 kids was on my first dream board. And after 3 and 4 years, Dave was like, that's enough of that. He's screaming, stop it. But, you know, the only things that didn't happen were things that we controlled and we didn't want them to happen. I'm telling you, what you put down is going to come to fruition. When you see it, you visualize it, you start to act like it, you start to do the things that that type of person would do that has those things, and you start to get. You can have and be and do anything you dream of. If others can do it, you can too. The difference is they saw it. They believe. The probability of me getting that is pretty high because I'm looking at it every day. I'm feeling it. I'm saying it. I'm seeing it. Where other people are like, that never happens for me. That only happens for other people. They won't even do this exercise because they don't want to get their hopes up. Seems like a dumb, stupid thing to do. And that's why it never happens for them. But day 21, sit down, see your name in the lights. Play the movie as if you're the one guiding the missile. Play the movie as if you have the pen and you're writing the end of the story because you are the one writing the script. This is not a dress rehearsal. We're all about to exit the stage. And what's going to happen in your life is completely up to you and how you play the movie. So day 21, I hope you guys are loving this. We have 79 days to go. And at the end of 100 days, I can't wait to see where all of you are. We may have to have an after party of this 100-day success habit transformation of what happened in your life. Because the people I'm hearing from, they're getting great results. If you do it, it can work for you. The problem is most people won't do it.